see that. Month-on-month inflation in Europe's also slowed down. It's 0.2, 0.3 in the last few months if you adjust for all the distortion. So it is coming down. I'd say that's one reason why we've got the ECB topping out, and the ECB sees that as well, and that's why they're topping out at 4%.
So why are you bullish on the euro?
Well, in the piece we just published, we're neutral, and I think the reason is this US exceptional story because of delayed pass-through. And if you look at Europe, rate increases are being passed through very quickly because it's a bank-based system. So most corporates have their loans against banks, so immediately cost of borrowing is going up. That's what's impacting growth. And I think the key question is, when does that catch up with the US? We don't have high confidence here about needing to go into a very soft landing into the US, or a hard landing, so to speak, and therefore we're pretty neutral euro.
Why wouldn't you be negative on euro? Why wouldn't you see more dollar strength ahead?
Does it do it like automatically for you? Like
so
the
the
turning
market's
thing?
really pricing this US exceptions versus Europe. If you look at the PMI numbers today, they're actually surprised at the top side, excluding France, where there seems to be a bit of a statistical issue. But potentially the market's getting a bit too pessimistic on Europe. And number two, if you look at rate pricing, again, it looks pretty extreme in terms of that Fed ECB divergence.
Just speaking to that sentiment issue, being neutral sounds bullish, to be honest with you.
Exactly, that's exactly what it is.
So far this week, George.
I would give you one example. People talk about car exports and how China's taking market share. And everyone has this chart of Chinese car exports going through the roof.
Yeah.
No one shows European car exports. They're up 20% since COVID.
What do you
if you look at the Euro trade weighted index, it's actually at record highs. So the point here is it's not the euro that's weak, it's just the dollar that's very strong. And the euro is actually pretty strong against the yuan, against sterling, against Andes.
Within 24 hours,
what's gonna happen at your
they're focused on the stimulus. And so there will be a fiscal response, a fiscal stimulus
Just
in
say.
Europe.
It's not surprising, it's just Kevin hanging out, bringing his
Is the
friends.
austerity mindset still within Europe, or are we going to see
What are you
a fiscal
talking about?
I
response
said,
within Europe?
because you
Well, it's
asked me, so
definitely
you
changing.
have a lot
And if
of
you look at
work
this year, you're actually seeing the peripheral economies, so to speak,
and that's
Italy,
basically
Spain, they're doing better precisely because of the
same
fiscal
thing as
stimulus
asking
that's
you,
flowing
hey,
through
Dad, what's gonna
the
happen at your
NGU.
surprise
But
birthday?
fiscal is definitely one story that's supporting growth everywhere.
silly.
So,
I don't know what happened to the future.
to answer the point on inflation,
How's your
inflation's
drink?
come
Is it
down on the
nice?
supply side, but growth's holding in even in the US.
It's
Because
a
you're
little
still
bit
seeing
rainy.
delayed fiscal.
Rainy.
So we've got the fiscal rules up for
That's good,
debate.
that's just something
But given the
for
growth
you,
slowdown, I doubt we're going into a
fiber
steady
and those
state.
George, this is
nutrients
awesome.
stomach.
It's always a clinic. Should we move back to London? Should make that happen.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We,
Wait.
just the royal we, all of us.
Yeah, of course.
See, we're all going to go to London. Then the timing works a lot better.
Doesn't it? Don't you feel rested? So much more relaxed. You know, wake up, have breakfast, go to the gym, so you can.
It's shocking. For those of you in America that have not been over here, the polarity between New York and London has never been greater.
Yeah.
Never been greater.
We'll talk more about that, Tom. If you are just tuning in, welcome to the programme. Your equity market positive here by 0.2%.
Now the latest news from New York City and around the world. Here's Michael Barr.
Tom, Lisa, John, President Biden continued to pledge U.S. support to Ukraine in its fight against Russia. Biden and his top cabinet members welcome Ukrainian President Zelensky to the White House.
As the threat of famine still stalks families around the globe, Russia's bombing grain silos in Ukraine and separating families, kidnapping, this is what I can't get over, kidnapping thousands of Ukrainian children.
Members of the House went home for the weekend after Speaker Kevin McCarthy's funding proposal got blocked. Bloomberg's Ed Baxter has the latest.
McCarthy's efforts to get a government funding bill have blown up as he got ambushed by two ultra-conservatives, Eli Crane and once loyal supporter Marjorie Taylor Greene.
That's been very clear about
Why
take
is
the
Russia
Ukraine money
fighting
out of the
Ukraine?
defense bill and put it in a separate funding bill
Sometimes
so that members like me
There's
can
some
vote
questions
no.
that you ask
And
that
others can vote yes
the
if they
answer is
want.
very complicated.
McCarthy says still time.
They're just being aggressive.
But this country's too great to quit on.
9 days with 3 off now, and the Senate also would need to do something. I'm Ed Baxter, Bloomberg Radio.
Live from the Bloomberg Interactive Broker Studios, this is Global News, 24 hours a day, powered by more than 2,700 journalists and analysts over 120 countries. I'm Michael Barr. This is Bloomberg.
The business world's most prominent voices join David Weston for Bloomberg Wall Street Week.
This week's
There's
special
someone stuck in the
editorial,
middle
Larry
there.
Summers of Harvard on the Fed's rose-colored glasses, Steve Ratner of Willett Advisors on the tough road ahead for the auto industry, and Jose Minaya of Nuveen
part of
Wall
it?
Street Week with David Weston.
No,
At 6 on Bloomberg
Quiet.
99.1. Or listen on demand wherever you get your podcasts. Bloomberg. Context changes everything.
I do this this morning.
Citron Cooperman presents Tax Chat with Tom Walsh, state and local tax partner at Citron Cooperman.
Does the collection and remittance of sales tax occupy way too much of your time as a business owner? Are you even sure you file in all the necessary states? At Citron Cooperman, we help clients better understand their sales tax collection responsibilities and create solutions that protect their businesses from unnecessary exposure. After all, sales tax is collected from the customer, but could become a major cost to the business and its owners if filings are missed. Our state and local tax professionals evaluate what, where, and how to comply with sales tax filings, utilizing state-of-the-art knowledge,
You're the one that doesn't know the
experience, and
usual time.
technology
Just
to allow
exercise
sales
yourself.
tax to jeopardize the business
Exercise
of
about
those
how
so
to listen
hard
to
to build.
For more tax chats from Citron
How
Cooperman,
does your alarm sound like a bird? Then you go like,
Yeah.
is that how it goes?
They focus
So
on accounts
annoying.
by providing
Good,
critical
but that's the
industry
point of
insights
alarms.
and
I know.
personal services to
Yeah.
clients for over 40
Foolish.
years.
So that means I should make you an alarm.
Now your 3-day
You're
weather
so
forecast
mean.
on Bloomberg 99.1.
Good.
Coastal flood
Look at
watch
the
for
mirror.
Sunday morning, becoming partly to mostly cloudy today. We're getting into the middle 70s. Windy tonight, rain develops, low near 60. Periods of rain, windy and cooler Saturday, 65 to 70. More rain, windy Saturday night, low near 60. Cloudy and breezy, showers tapering off on Sunday, high 65 to 70. Scott Capel with your 3-day weather forecast on Bloomberg 99.1.
The committee left the additional rate hike this year in the dot plot. I think that may be a good thing to do as insurance to make sure that core inflation especially continues to come down. I think the risks are building that inflation could hang up at a higher level or even go higher based on the idea of a reacceleration in the U.S. economy.
That right there is the risk, and jobless claims in the last day or so speak to that risk. That was Jim Bullard, the former St. Louis Fed president, stood down with Breed, Michael McKee, earlier this week. The moves we're seeing in this bond market off the back of that risk of higher for longer and
just run it.
the accelerating inflation story in the United States, lifting yields higher on a 10-year at the moment, 448 on a
There's a camera right there.
At 513, we're getting
Probably
really
ring
close to
cameras on all these
to
houses.
520. So
Why are you
yields
being
up,
so
stocks down,
mean
dollar
to
stronger,
me?
equities down yesterday,
So
biggest one-day loss in 6 months. Futures this morning positive by about 0.2%. In the FX market, talked about this number a few times, worth talking about again. 10 consecutive weeks of euro weakness against the strong dollar. The euro against the dollar, Tom, 106.39. That currency pair negative 0.2%.
When we invented surveillance, it is all about what we just witnessed. To see the polarity of the Nomura Deutsche Bank call on the set of currency pairs we look at is the raging market debate that's out there into the end of the year.
Constructive Europe.
Yeah.
He used the word neutral, but neutral, let's be clear, the word neutral is constructive relative to the bearishness we have heard all week about the continent, particularly off the back of the data we saw earlier today.
This is an important conversation, whatever your politics. Roger Bootle joins us now, founder of Capital Economics, and what's important about that is the day they published, they were authoritative. He is a conservative voice in the United Kingdom, the shingle out at the Telegraph often, and we talk to him now literally big time, going to rip up the script of what we have observed in the London battle of the Conservative Party, maybe an ascendant Labour Party. Tony Blair talking up Labour to a great extent. Bootle of Capital Economics. Do you drive an EV?
No, certainly not.
You don't. You're certainly not. You don't.
I don't drive. I don't need to.
For our American audience, radio and TV, basically London is under a debate that's encapsulated in what, Lisa, 2025 United States? Is that where we're sort of heading? Explain to our global audience how ESG and the timeline of the distribution of electric vehicles has been crushed by the Prime Minister, the Conservative Prime Minister.
Yeah, this is really interesting because a succession of Conservative governments following on an initiative begun by Labour laid down a pretty tight schedule for a whole series of green anti-climate change measures, including electric vehicles, heat pumps in houses. This has been it's been an extraordinary episode because we all know that the ambition is fine. We want to get to net zero, that's fine.
Doing
getting
that.
from here to there has always been extremely difficult. And it wasn't clear that we could do that with existing technology, and it wasn't clear quite what the costs were. Quite frankly, I think British politicians have played fast and loose with the public.
Well, this is important. Pharaoh's been out front on this, way out front on this, talking about virtue signaling. The Telegraph mentions Rob Henderson up at Cambridge talking about the elites and how they look at luxury belief and lecturing and that. This translates across all of the Western world, and that we know what we're doing, trust us. Is that under threat right now politically?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's very interesting what the Prime Minister's done. I think he's been rather late in the day, by the way, because plenty of people in the Conservative Party have been urging this, but he's realised what the electoral penalty might be for carrying on, and equally what the electoral prize might be, because Labour, of course, have taken exactly the opposite tack. So we're now beginning to see the emergence of clear green water between the two parties.
I think this is really, really important. And what I want to say up front, Roger, this is not about denying climate change.
No.
It's not about that whatsoever.
Sunak said that.
This is about being transparent with the public about the cost of the transition. And Roger, I think the point that you're making is that we're not being transparent enough about how costly this might be. Can you help us put some numbers on it? Help us understand how hard this is going to be?
I can't put the numbers on it, but let me tell you, and Sunak quoted these figures the other
Can't you
day.
see?
What ordinary people are
And
being asked to
Dad,
pay is an extra
you have to start being-
£5,000, £10,000, £15,000, and the dollar amount's not much larger than that.
Uncle
Obviously,
had
a
a
bit larger.
Tesla.
Now, for
He
wealth
does?
people,
Yeah.
When? Since
and for the
when?
elites,
I don't know.
this is chicken
How did you
feed
know?
for plenty of people.
Santa
This
Claus.
makes all the
He has a
difference between a
Tesla.
livable life
You should
and
be
frankly
ashamed
a
of yourself.
penury.
I am
So
ashamed
it's
of
been, I
myself.
think, not
You're
frankly a very
the-
edifying episode of the last few years.
the youngest
Politicians
of
living off hope and promise and
It's not,
aspiration
it's not about
rather than
that.
getting to
But
grips
it's
with
the
the
one who runs
nitty-gritty.
like
As
you.
you say, this
It's
is
not about that. It's
denying
about
the climate
saving
change
the
point. There's
environment.
another aspect I think is very important here. A lot of people don't realise that Britain's been in the forefront of cutting emissions. We've cut them very, very substantially. And of course, the big emitters are elsewhere in the world who, should we say, are not doing that much.
Maybe there's uproar right now because of the financial situation that the United Kingdom has found itself in, and a lot of people in the sort of back rooms are saying it's because of Brexit and it's because of the importation of a lot of the inflation and some of the lack of trade deals. You scoff. Why?
Well, I have to mark your card if you didn't know. I was a Brexiteer. But even if I were not a Brexiteer, I'd find it really rather tiresome the number of times that people just trot out Brexit as the explanation for everything that's gone wrong in this country. There's plenty wrong in this country, and there's been plenty wrong for a very long time. Nothing whatever to do with Brexit. I think it's quite clear, really, although Brexit has probably had a disadvantageous effect on the British economy, which I don't find entirely surprising. I thought that would happen. The scale is minimal, frankly. Look at the trade figures. Look at how we stack up against other countries. Germany has done far worse than the UK, and as far as I know, Germany hasn't left the EU.
Well, but some people argue that the lack of labor is directly tied to some of the immigration barriers that have sprung up from that whole affair. You're shaking your head again, but there is this question of, well, what are some of those effects? How much does that factor into the uniqueness of the inflation and slow growth that the UK's in?
Well, I don't think very much so, because the fact is that last year we had record levels of immigration into the UK. Absolutely massive. And the difference is now these people are, of course, coming from outside the EU. Now, there could be something to the idea that EU workers were particularly prominent, as indeed they were, in the hospitality sector, and there's not a direct substitution between the workers coming in from the rest of the world and the workers that used to come in from the EU. That's possible. But there's something else here, you know. During this period where some sectors, including hospitality, have been suffering from a shortage of workers, public sector employment has gone through the roof. You might just as well say that the problems have been created not by Brexit, but by the overexpansion of the public sector.
75 years, I'm looking in the right column of a given paper, and the doctors are on strike at the hospitals. The NHS, by every estimation, including our NHS expert, John Farrow, is completely broken, busted. What can Americans learn from the failure of British medicine?
Right, well, first of all, the NHS is by no means the only, as it were, non-American alternative available for the health service. And I'm not a great admirer of the NHS, nor am I a great admirer of the American system, by the way. And I think one's got to think clearly and with imagination about what's on offer. Australia has a good system. Singapore has a good system. I think France has a pretty good system, actually, where you're asked to pay a sum to visit the doctor, always. And if you really are against your limits financially, you can reclaim that amount. But the idea is you're asked to pay. I think the British system of not having to pay for anything is straightforwardly bonkers.
Yeah, Uwe Reinhardt, Princeton, the late great Uwe Reinhardt. Australia is the model.
I think the thing that people outside of the UK
I really like community too because the line is shorter.
You can still have a private healthcare plan.
Absolutely.
In the United Kingdom, they seem to be lost in this debate whenever I hear it come up. You can have access to the NHS and also have a private plan. If you work in an institution like Schulberg in London, you will have private healthcare on top of your access to the NHS.
And I think on a percent of GDP, the US is 16, 17, 18%, and UK is 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, some people might say the US figure is a little too high, to be honest with you. Tom, but we can have that debate on time.
One good thing about the NHS, and there are some good things, is it has helped to keep down healthcare costs. Now, the problem with the US system is you get massive inflation.
Yeah.
Could you come back and actually talk about capital economics at some point?
This right there.
The conversation there next time.
Friday, Tuesday, we're going to do capital economics.
Roger, it's always a pleasure to see you, sir. Thanks for being with us. Roger Biddle there of Capital Economics. TK, the tension of things in the United Kingdom at the moment.
I'll be blunt, folks. The newspaper debate here, Bloomberg News, FT, 47 other newspapers I don't know. It's so much richer, John. It's such a more complex.
What do you think the difference is?
Screening. There's more units. With Mr. Murdoch retiring, he's the one that invented it. There's just more units. I've been reading this.
I would say this about the UK papers. I think they're far more transparent about what their politics are.
Yeah, I mean, I look at